some of the things that I got at the grocery store. Now, this is going to be a little controversial because you're going to think that I forgot something. No, I did not forget something. I do not eat fruits or vegetables, okay? Just to give you guys a little disclaimer. You guys are free to eat however you want. This is how I eat. For some reason, people like to see what people eat when they're on the road, so that's why I'm doing a grocery haul video. If you do not like what I eat, that's fine. I have no problem with that. This is just my preference. This is something that makes me feel the best. I have tried other diets. In fact, I've probably tried every single diet there is out there, and quite frankly, I feel that my health suffered. I feel that I wasted a lot of my time and energy trying to get healthy on a diet that did not suit me. Now, if vegetarianism and veganism and plant-based, or whatever you want to call it, or the standard American diet is working just fine for you, great. I have no problems with that. If I could be healthy eating whatever the heck I wanted to, if I could eat every donut that I ever saw in my life and every Snickers bar and all that kind of stuff and feel as awesome as I do now, then I would do it. Trust me. It would be so much fun to just be able to eat whatever I want and know that my body is going to run like a well-oiled machine. But unfortunately, for some people in the world, myself included, that does not happen. So here's what I eat. And if you don't like it, then you might want to turn this video off right now. Basically, what I get at the store is meat. Meat. This is what I'll eat. This will probably last me a day or two. Maybe a little bit longer, maybe a little bit less. It just depends on how hungry I get and how hard I work at work. This is a nice big old chuck roast. It's almost as nice as ribeye, but it's way cheaper. It's like $4.50 or something like that a pound, as opposed to like $9 or $10 a pound, or even $11 a pound. So I only get ribeyes for a treat, like on Thanksgiving or Christmas or something like that. So this is what I eat. I have same deal with flat iron steaks. I love them. They're kind of expensive. I think they're even more per pound than ribeyes, so I get maybe 1 or 2 of these a month, and I get a small piece. And it just goes with my other stuff that I eat. This is another thing that I got. So more yummy, yummy steaks. This is going to be my breakfast tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm going to need it because when I go back to work after having 2 days off, the place is a mess. So I'm going to be working my butt off. All right, and then another thing that I like to get, and I got 3 of these, which people are probably going to go, oh my God, 3 of these, yes. Humboldt Creamery cream, okay? I love this stuff. I put it in the only plant product that I've had in over 2 years, and that's my coffee. And yes, I do drink coffee. Why? Because I like coffee. It doesn't mess with me too much. And it's one of the last normal things that I have. I can always go and have coffee with my friends. Going out to dinner, not so much. It's kind of weird. So I don't do that too often. Going out to dinner with friends and family because, well, you know, it's kind of awkward saying, I just want the steak, no potato, please. You know, it's kind of weird. It's getting a little more mainstream, but not quite so much. And then what else I get is water, and sometimes if I run out of salt, I get salt. I get Fiji water once in a while for a treat. And let's see, I get my electrolyte water, which is awesome because on this diet that I'm on, you go through a lot of salt. Your kidneys don't hang on to salt and water, so you need a lot of electrolytes. Some people can get through the transition phase after a little while, after 3 to 6 months, and they're fine with it. But I personally have always had a thing where I needed a lot more salt and electrolytes than most people, even before I did this diet. And my mother is the same way, so I figured, you know what, if I have to supplement with electrolytes and salt for the rest of my life to feel as good as I do, then that's fine. I have no problem with that. And yes, and speaking of salt, another really cool thing I get is, check this out. I like to get the pink Himalayan salt, and I get whatever's on sale wherever I can find it at the cheapest. It's all pretty good stuff. I'm a salt connoisseur. This is not the only salt that I have in the van. I have a whole bunch of different kinds, and maybe someday I'll do a video on the different types of salts that I use. And I'm kind of out of some of them, and I've had a problem finding them. So when I do and I restock on them, maybe that's the time to make the video about it, and I'll show you guys. But yeah, everybody, like I say, they're curious about how people eat when they're on the road. And so this is just a little tidbit. And yes, I still do not have a refrigerator, and I still buy meat. And people think, oh wow, you know, it's gonna spoil. No, I have ice in my cooler. And in the summertime, I just buy less at a time, so that means I have to go to the store more often, but it does work out. And meat is a little more resilient than you might think. Most of the food poisoning cases in this country have been caused from other types of foods other than red meat. Red meat is very, very stable compared to the rest of it. So if you stick to like lamb and other ruminants like cow and elk and, you know, deer and buffalo, then your meat is gonna last a little bit longer, even if it has to be in a higher temperature than it should be. So that's another tip for you guys if you're living on the road without refrigeration. You know, just eat a lot more red meat than you normally would. I don't recommend poultry because and fish, unless you can get something that's in a can or something like that, because it will perish pretty quickly. But red meat is a little bit more shelf stable, if you want to call it. The fats in it, they don't get rancid as easily. And then when you like render it too, like if you take and make your own beef tallow, it's shelf stable for years without being refrigerated. So there's very few fats that are like that. And that's another reason why I think that red meat is very good for people. But anyway, yeah, and so I have another place I'm going to be going shopping here in a minute, because I don't have all the water that I need for the week, because I don't just use this fancy water to cook and everything with, or make my coffee with. I have to have regular water, so I got to go get that. And if Safeway has anything else there, then I will probably get that as well. And yeah, so if they got a good deal on hamburger or something like that, then I'll get some of that, because a hamburger is cheap, and I could get some really good organic grass-fed just about anywhere. And if I can't get to Rawhide, which is my favorite place, which is my local butcher, I try to frequent them as often as possible, but since I don't have refrigeration, it's kind of hard to stock up, because it's better just to go there and stock up. So I haven't been really doing that. And they aren't open after work, because sometimes I'm out of food because I'm not able to buy as much, you know, for the week, and I have to stop in after work and get something, and they're just not open, because they're not open after 5. So yeah, so anyway, yeah, that's what I get. That's mostly my food haul, and I will see you in a bit. Okay, well, that was a crazy day. I hope you guys got something out of this. Yeah, I still didn't finish all my grocery shopping. I might not until tomorrow, just because it's crazy. Maybe I'll wait for things to die down. And I thank you guys for watching, and I hope you got something out of this. And if you did, just hit that thumbs up button and ring the little bell so you know when I come out with more videos. Oh yeah, and you can't ring the bell unless you subscribe. So if you like what you saw, please subscribe and tell all your friends, because yeah, I just want to spread the word about, you know, living on the road. It's really fun. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and you all have a good rest of your day. All right, bye.